Alright, y'all. I don't know if I'm uploading this, but if I am, this is the first episode of Javi Talks, man. Javi talking, man. It's just me talking. But Javi Yaps, man. That's what I should title this. These Javi Yaps. Because these gonna be some Javier Yaps. That's his brother. Yapping. So, basically, I want to be talking about the multiverses, man. Because that's what I've been learning about for some reason. Because I had just watched the Everything Everywhere All at Once, because after it was recommended, right? It got recommended during this YouTube video, right? So while I was learning about the multiverses, I had learned that, well, I already knew about the multiverses in some way, basically, because I had watched Doctor Strange a few years ago. If y'all watch Doctor Strange, y'all basically know about the multiverses to an extent. Or like the new Spider-Man movie, how there's like multiple different universes happening at the same time. Let me tell y'all something. That is real. So, but the way that it works is so crazy. Like every single time that, like, just think about how many universes I just moved through. Cause now that I know how, like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna word this. If I word this weird, just ignore it. But I'm like hesitating because I know I'm not gonna word it the way that it's supposed to come out, and y'all gonna look at it weird. But hold up, let me just say it. I know now that I know how it is to like move around and like change. Now that I know now that I know how to change universes and shit like that, it makes everything weird. Because I know, like, when I'm doing that, there's so many different possibilities. Because I could have, like, say that I'm moving this way, I could have did this. Like, I could have jumped up while doing it. I could have fell to the side. I could have got, you feel me? Milo could have ran in here. Milo could have. There's 100 different possibilities that could have happened during that. So even during this universe, everything probably could have happened the exact same, but it just branched off from right there. So that got me thinking, like, you feel me? The whole multiverses thing is crazy, because there's like a billion universes that are getting made that have the exact life as you. A lot of people say there's things that have you, but a lookalike. No. All right, it's getting shown to me right now. So apparently, there's like, you know, the two. You know, when you go up and press the two, there's those universes, and those for the future ones. Like, my bad, I'm explaining this weird. Okay, so there's like not coefficients. Oh, it's like to the second power. So there's universes like that, right? So let's say I'm in this universe. When I do that, I may still be in the same like timeline, but I may have switched from like A to the second power to A to the 47th power, because I just did that weird movement. You feel me? A lot of people don't explain that part, because they say, oh, when you do this, you're in a whole different timeline. No, you're still on the same timeline, just in a different coefficient. And for quantum jumping, if you want to like get into that, I know it sounds weird, but the way to quantum jump, what a lot of people are trying to do is to like switch letters of like entirely. You're not able to do that. You still have to be on the same timeline, because your past isn't going to change. A lot of people are trying to change their whole past. Your past, that's not going to change. So what you got to do, right? You got to like change the power, because I don't know the word for that. So it's like you want to still have your timeline, but change from 2 to the second power I mean, let's say, okay, let's say Javier to the second power, because I'm on Javier. No, yeah, that first timeline makes sense. Timeline 2 to the second power. So you want to switch from 2 to the second power to 2 to the 33rd. And that's the one where you're rich and have everything. Yeah, you feel me? That's when you're rich, you got a girlfriend. So what you would want to do is actions that will line up with what 2 to the 33rd power would do. So one way to do that is just write out a week that they would do, like all the actions, all the things. If you don't have it yet, if you're not starting it yet, if you don't got those things yet, just write it out and like plan out how to start it, right? My bad. I can't like I don't got stamina to read. Alright, hold up. How much time we got? Okay, 6 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, I might record like 30 to 45 because I'm dang near bored. But you feel me? If y'all still watching at this point and I actually upload this, I'm the greatest. So I'm just playing. But yeah, what was I saying? Dang, what was I saying? Dang, what was I saying? Damn. Oh, okay. Never mind. I remember now. Okay, so to like switch from the timeline 2 to 33, the one where it's like most abundant on, like go into a Google Doc because that's the easiest thing, or go into your notes on iPhone, right? And then write out like a week plan. The way that I do it, first I write out topics, like I will go down and write out Enclaim, Phantasmal, and then my other jobs, write out YouTube, TikTok, bam, other things that I want to work on, like things that I want to, like, I'll write out school, cleaning, working out, my workout plans, things that I want to research, and other things. So by doing that, it will tell you like the best actions to line up with that timeline. You feel me? That's one. Well, yeah, you also got to add in like the other actions, the obvious ones, like actually attempting to quantum leap. You feel me? I ain't adding the meditation part, but obviously you want to meditate and do those little practices. Some things that I also like to do is qigong and kundalini yoga. People say kundalini yoga is demonic. No. What? That doesn't make sense. You're literally moving your body. Because it's the title is demonic. You're not even like chanting anything. You're literally breathing. And the poses ain't even weird. These are normal poses. Like these are things you would do at PE. The only thing that they have you do it is breath work, and it's you're breathing in and breathing out as you do it. So a lot of people just be making stuff up, and they make things like a lot more difficult than it has to be. That's not what all Kundalini yoga poses though, because in some things they will have you, you know, things like that. But you feel me? Like, yeah, I'm not tripping with that one though. And then something else that I learned with like the multiverse, there's like different layers to it. There's like a hyperverse, a superverse. There's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so many different ways to. Okay, so in the multiverse, there's like this universe, okay, so there's a galaxy, and then there's like a cluster of galaxies, and then there's a bigger cluster. There's a cluster of galaxies, right? Now I think that's the universe, but I think the universe may be a little bigger than that. So so outside of the universe, yeah, outside of no, dang, dang, that was too small of an example. So outside the cluster of galaxies, there's just a bunch of open space. And outside more of the open space, you will find more clusters of galaxies and open spaces. And then I think that's the universe, right? And then outside of that, you would get more open space with that inside of it, right? And this is like a holding place for a universe. So the shape of that, let's not talk about the shape, because that's not important. That's gonna get into 1,000 different arguments, and I don't care for it. I'm just Javier. I'm not a scholar. I'm literally just sitting in his bedroom. Okay, so outside of that, that's where like the gods lay at, and the gods stay outside of the universe and bigger than all of those things. That's where the creators are. Like, if you want to get like into the dimensions, that's where the godheads are, or not the godheads. The godheads are inside of the universe. That's where I would either say the 13th dimensional beings or the 12th dimensional beings, because it's the highest. It's over 12, so, or it is 12. It's either 12 or higher, so I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, that's outside of the universe. And then, so the way that it's bigger from that is, I know that I explain things weird, but y'all just gonna have to bear with me, because bear with me, bro. Bear with me. Okay, so outside of the cluster of universes, right? I mean, not cluster of universes. Outside of a universe, there would be another, like, similar universe, right? And then there would be another similar universe. But with every universe, how do I put it? With every universe, there's like a pocket that has different timelines of it. And then let's not get into that yet. Let's get back into the let's get back into the first thing, because it'll make more sense after. So outside of the universes, there's like neighboring universes, and then together it's like a pack of universes, and then in the multiverse, those would be like neighboring universes, and then outside of those neighboring universes, it would be more neighboring universes, and that would be like a group of universes. So that's a group of universes in a multiverse. And then there's more of that, which is just more universes inside of universes in more open space. You feel me? And then basically there's more, and then more, and then more. And that's basically what the infinite means. Because when you think of it, I'm just Javier sitting in the bedroom. You're just watching Javier. And I don't even know if you're watching Javier, because I genuinely don't know if I'm uploading this. It's April 25th. And if I upload this, it'll probably be April 26th. And that's a very unlikely, because I don't have any intentions of doing it. But, yeah. Yeah. So, what's crazy is, in each universe, there is different timelines. A lot of people think that's the multiverse. No, it's not. That's our universal timelines. That's where the That's where the coefficients are. Not coefficients. That's where the powers are. You feel me? That's where the timelines are. A lot of people will be thinking, oh, I'm finna jump universes. Nigga, no, you're gonna jump a universe and get fucking frog hands. Nigga, you're tripping. Like, but that's the universe thing. No, that was just a funny example. I was just playing. I don't know about that, but it is possible though. In different universes are where they have the weird like things. In different powers is where you have things that are slightly off. That's the difference that people need to realize. I just came to that. I just came to that realization though. But the difference that people need to realize is there's like a universe. Okay, let's say we're in universe A. In universe B, it will be a universe of like dragons, right? Universe C, universe of like motherfucking fairies, right? Universe B is a universe of like apes. Universe E, universe of like humanoid like beings. You feel me? But what we are in is universe A, timeline 1, right? I mean universe A to the power 1. And then what people want to do is go to universe A to the power 2. But what they think they want to do is go to universe E to the power G. Like, what? No, you don't. And that goes with so many things. People get so many things incorrect and it doesn't make sense. Like, people just hear things and they just like they explain it so weird, and it makes me so mad that I can't explain things good because people explain things so bad, and I be wanting to correct it because I know how to do it, but I just don't know how to word it because these things don't make sense. Okay, but you feel me? So, what else did that go with? Oh, the 5D. People be saying, "Oh, I want to be 5D. I'm going to be 5D." And then they talk about manifesting from 5D. What does that even mean? Well, in a way, I understand what they're trying to get across, like the message. They be like, "Oh, I'm so 5D now. I'm 5." Or like they just say weird 5D things like my 5D morning routine. Nigga, what? Bro, you're weird, buddy. You've lost it. So, what 5D is, basically, at the level of 5D, it's just when you know, like, everything about yourself. It's everything about yourself in the universe. Dang, my bad. Hold up. Let me take a breather break. Drink some water. Let me take a break and drink some water because I'm thirsty. My bad, y'all. But I gotta talk about what 5D is. Or like what being 5D actually is as a human. Because a lot of people have the wrong impression of it. Oh my god, a lot of people got the wrong impression of it. Okay. So a lot of people think that being 5D is like just being positive and like that. No, it's not. You can most definitely be 5D and terrible. But that's besides the point. That's not even what 5D is. So what being a human in 5D is like it's to be knowing of all things of yourself in the universe. That's when you know about all your past lives. You can explain them. You feel me? Or you're just somewhat. Let's say, you know that all that there is to be, all that there is to know. Let's say it like that. Or, nah, that's what it is. You know all that there is to know. That's the only way to get 5D. You've mastered love. Now you know all that there is to know. Or like, yeah, at that point, you know about the multiverse, you know about the universes, you know about alien. I don't want to sound weird, but I gotta say this. Javier doesn't believe in these things, but I'm just explaining what 5D is to these other people that does believe in these things. But at 5D, you know about aliens, you know about star seeds, you know about the law of attraction, you know about all these other, like, you know about consciousness. At 5D, you're very conscious, like you're very spiritual. You know about the meanings of crystals. You're not just wearing crystals because they look good. You feel me? Like, if you have on crystals and somebody asks you, you will be like, "Oh, I'm wearing this because it has this meaning and it has these properties. It helps with this." And the reason I use them is for my for my meditation. They help with meditation and different things that I do during meditation. But at 5D, you can know, like, you know these things. I would say that you would, at 5D, you would be like more into astral traveling, or more like by the time you reach 5D, you would be more comfortable with the idea of astral travel and lucid dreaming, and you will do it frequently, and you will be doing it frequently if you have the ability. Because otherwise, you're going to say, "Nah, that's not true. Bro, you're tripping." And that's dead giveaway. A dead giveaway, brother. I don't know though. Everybody has a different path, so you can't just judge somebody, but that's just what 5D means. Like, that's the bare definition. Javier doesn't believe in 5D. Javier doesn't believe in anything. I'm just Javier. I'm just recording a video, telling you what I've seen, heard, experienced, learned, wanted to share. You feel me? But yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Well, while I'm talking about misperceptions, I had already spoke about that one. What other misperceptions that I want to talk about? Oh, reincarnation. So, is there karma in the physical? Yes. Like in the universes? Yes. But what you have to realize, we will all one day go to the, like, in between the multiverses, because that's where you choose where you go to incarnate. That space in between. There's universes and then space in between. The space in between is where the spirits are. The spirits can go, like, both places though. But the space in between is where, like, that's the void. That's the, oh my God, that's the best way to explain it. The space in between is the void. So when you go into the space in between, you get to choose where to incarnate. That's where your unfiltered soul is, and that's why anatta is true in the universes, but in the grand scheme of things, like in the multiverse, the hyperverse, or whatever, the whatever's the greatest verse, in the great verse. That's the word I'm gonna use from now on. I'm gonna use the great verse. In the great verse, there's both soul places and spirit places. What people have to realize is we will all go back to the soul place, and then you can choose to go back to the spirit place. But when you die from here, you could be in a soul. You could be as a soul here for a minute, but that's like, if you don't know that, it is what you make it. Let's put it like that. Another thing y'all gotta know is nothing can touch or harm you the soul unless you believe it to be so. That goes with everything. Like demons, well, dang, that sounds crazy. Let's say in nightmares, in let's say hallucinations, nothing can touch or harm you, the soul, unless you believe it to be so. Because you are an eternal being and you cannot die. When you die, there is no one to judge you but a higher version of you. There is, well, there is a God, but God isn't going to judge you. He's not going to be the one judging you. He does love you, though. He is going to be present. But he's not going to be the one judging you. We came here to experience that which we are not. So, you feel me? My bad. I gotta breathe. Gotta breathe. Okay, so no matter what, we're gonna go back to that soul place at the time of our death, or if we choose to after our death, we're gonna have that ability to before we incarnate again. Let's put it like that. People think that we have to evolve first. No, we don't. We're gonna go there no matter what. That is like, that's literally. You think you just die and then you just spawn back? Nigga, no. You have to go there first. That's the place. That's the I don't know the words for it. I don't know the words to describe it, but that's the regeneration place. Like that's the reboot. That's the reboot van. I don't know another word, but that's the reboot van. Like when you go to the spirit world, the 12th dimension, like outside of the universes, in between the multiverses. I mean, like in between in the multiverses plane, the spirit plane, the void. That's where that's the reboot van. That's where you choose your next form. That's where you choose to incarnate. But when you incarnate, people think that it's based on karma and that okay, somebody's gonna stand in front of you. Okay, you're gonna get these experiences. This. You're gonna experience this because you did this in your last lifetime. No, this is how it is. You're gonna walk down like a grocery store hall. All right, this is the best explanation I can think of. You walk down a grocery store hall, and then you just choose experiences and throw them in a cart. So like, I want to be black. I want to have dreads. I want to have an acclaim sticker on my wall. I want to have phantasmal hoodies on my wall. I want to have a girlfriend. I want to have a wife. I want to be married. I want to go to Jamaica. I want 4 kids. Bam bam bam. Like you just throw different things in a cart and you choose to have that lifetime. And then when you choose that, it's like certain specific events that are set in place. Those are the specific events. The free will that you have in the the free will is wait, no, I didn't explain that. Okay. The free will that you have is to create the powers. So every other timeline that you can create is already accounted for. Like, let's put it like this. Another way to explain the coefficients, there's coefficients and powers, right? So with coefficients, right, that's where, let's say we're in universe A. How do you explain coefficients? Because they just showed me that, and I don't know how to explain that now. That might have been too much. Dang, what does that mean? So, okay. What does that mean? What did I just say? I might have just came to a new realization. What did they just show me? Okay, so there's coefficient. Okay, at the set events, that's where they set coefficients. So, oh, that's what the coefficients are. So, there's one main timeline, right? And then let's say that's timeline A. So, you can set off on timeline B by, let's say the first main event is your first birthday. You either get your face smashed in a cake, get traumatized, or you don't. That's either sets you off onto timeline B or timeline A. And then let's say you cry in timeline A, that sets you onto timeline A to the first power. And then the other one sets you into timeline B. I mean, not timeline B, but timeline A to the second power. You feel me? That's the best way to explain it. And then if you didn't get your head smashed in the cake, you would be in timeline B. And then let's say, how do you explain coefficients then? Oh, the coefficients. And then when you go down the coefficients, that's where like the coefficients come in. So bam, bam, bam. Let's say down the road. Dang, my bad. I'm tripping. I gotta breathe. How do the coefficients work? Because that doesn't make sense to me. My bad. I keep apologizing, but I'm trying to make sense of it while I'm learning it. I'm trying to explain it while I'm learning it. So, oh, oh, the coefficients is like the similar. Okay, no, I explained that entirely wrong. So, what timeline? what what I explained wrong there was in timeline A, when they got their face smashed into the cake, experience one would put them in timeline A to the first power, right? Timeline A to the first power, and then that's where they cry, get their face smashed, and that's the timeline that the Godheads chose, right? And then in the second timeline, they didn't cry, so that would put them on 2A to the second power. I mean to the first power. So they're still on the same timeline, but it's to the second coefficient. So they're still on 2A, but this one, they got their face smashed into a cake. So it goes down the same path. They'll have the same experiences, but now they're in two different universes. I mean, two different versions, two different timelines. Let's put it like that. And then timeline B would go on as its own. You feel me? That's one way to explain it. That's the best way to explain it. I don't know if that was a good way, but yeah. I wish I could put that in better words. If y'all watching this and y'all could explain that better, if y'all understood what I said, then y'all would know. But I hope so. I'm gonna try to explain it. Let me try to explain it one more time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm irritating y'all, but let me explain this one more time, cause so in the multiverses, let's say at your first birthday party, right? They're going down timeline A. This is the timeline that the God has chose. You've been on this one since birth. So at the first party, it's set that you're going to get your face smashed into a cake. And this could set off into three different timelines. Timeline A to the second power is when you get your face smashed into the cake and you don't cry. Timeline A, well, not timeline A to the second power. Timeline A to the second coefficient, which is the same as timeline A. Y'all go down the same road, in the same path, the same things, but this is where the universes can merge, or dang, that's where the universes converge or spread further apart. So in that, right, when your face gets smashed into the cake, there's a universe that you cry, and that's universe A to the first power, and then there's a universe that you don't cry. So that's the same universe. Not that's a different universe, but the same. That's the same universe, different timeline. So it's A to the second coefficient. 2A to the first power, and then timeline B is when you don't get your face smashed at all. So that's a whole different universe now, and that's a whole different timeline now, because you won't have that memory at all. But and you feel me? Is this making sense? I hope it makes sense, because it's it's like I just explained that again, so it had to make sense now. It has to. And then the ways that timelines converge is going down the line. Let's say now we're on timeline A, but we're on 14A 36. Let's say on 14A 36, we still have everything from the first 14 A's that's been going the exact same, other than those slight choices that made them venture off into a new coefficient. You feel me? So with the differences, not difference, like with the mergings, right? When they go down and they get to a new like set time event from when they were going down the grocery aisle and picking events, when they get to the new time event, they could pick this certain event that would put them into the same timeline as, like, let's say 13 to the first power and 7 to the first power. 7 to the ninth power did the exact same thing. They would end up getting merged if one of them ends up like doing shrooms or something, and like messes with their consciousness, and that's gonna get them to like slight changes in their life. That's going, you feel me? They gonna have that slight memory that's tampered with, and they gonna think they gonna always have like at least some weird example. I wish I could explain this, but I keep stuttering. If I didn't stutter, bro, I would be like a genius. Oh my god. Okay. So, yeah. Was that a good explanation of the multiverses? I hope so. That was basically the best one I could think of. Not think of, but yeah, think of. So I hope y'all enjoyed that part. This probably gonna be one of my first videos from this month. Okay? I'm not editing videos on here, so y'all just gonna get what y'all get. I do want to keep talking now. So what do I want to talk about? Oh, the way time doesn't exist is, you know how the timelines are? The Godheads, like outside of time, they can see that. Like, it's like a film strip, I would say. There's many different ways to explain it, but the way that I like to explain it, it's like a film strip. You know how on a film strip it's just a bunch of different scenes, and then it goes down the list, and then it plays like fluently? That's what we're experiencing. But the Godheads, they can see it as like a film strip. So they see it as like event to event to event. So they can zoom in and see it. The way that I seen being birthed, I'm gonna put it like this. The way that I seen like choosing to incarnate process was on the film strip, right? You can zoom in and see it from years, zoom in, see it in months, zoom deeper in, see it in days, zoom deeper in, see it in hours, zoom deeper in, see it in minutes, zoom deeper in, see it in seconds. So you can keep zooming deeper in, deeper in, deeper in to see like further into the timeline and get like more scenes. You feel me? Let's put it like that. More frameage. Get more frames on the timeline. And then the way that we chose to incarnate, we looked at the timeline and then we chose the things to match up with the moons, the astrological part of you. We chose the things to match up with the astrological part that would give us the personality we desired, and the numerological part that would give us the personality we desired, or the experiences and personality we desired. Because our soul knows these things just inherently. Like, your soul doesn't have to get taught about astrology and numerology because it is astrology and numerology. You feel me? Astrology and numerology is to find out about your soul, not for your soul to find out about it. I mean, not for your soul to find out about you. Yeah. So, astrology and numerology is for your soul, for you to find out about your soul, not for your soul to find out about you. So, your soul has set that in place for you to find out about it, and not find out about it, but for you to like match it, because there's only one person that has what you have. Like, you're the only person that has your birth chart. You're the only person with your astrological chart. You're the only person with your family. You're the only person with your you're the only person with your life. So no matter what, you are an integral part of the whole. But you're not that integral. I'm not that integral. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Everybody's an integral part of the whole, in a way, because we're all eternal. Which is insane. It's not that insane, because that would mean that I would already know that. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? I'm pretty sure I already spoke about reincarnation and how it's not about karma. It's literally just a choice. You choose what you want to incarnate into. You can incarnate literally into anything. You can go in that motherfucker, design your little lion avatar, choose to incarnate into it. Yes, you design your avatar, nigga. Cause who gonna design it for you? And you can't be one you already seen. Cause nigga, that was somebody else. So you go in that spirit world, design your motherfucking avatar. You gonna be that little lion nigga. You feel me? You chose to be a lion in that incarnation. You gonna be the fiercest, toughest lion ever. And you probably chose a little mark by your eye, so you're gonna end up getting scratched up at 6 years old by some hyenas. Not 6, you're gonna end up getting scratched up young by some hyenas. But it's gonna look clean though. But you feel me? That's how planned out everything is. And it's so crazy that people just think everything is so random. Like, no, these things were meant to happen. Like, everything is so perfectly planned, and it's beautiful. Like, when you really become spiritual, not spiritual, when you really like get into consciousness, you really like, you, dang, I say like so much, but you really realize the interconnectedness between a lot of things. And it makes you realize so much more, so much more beauty, man. You know what I mean? Like, dang, I was trying to stop saying like right there. But it makes you stop, it makes you stop and realize the the beauty in nature and everything. Especially when you start getting into sacred geometry and patterns and things like that. And then you start seeing how everything is just so perfect, you know? Everything was made exactly how it was supposed to be made, and it happens exactly how it's supposed to happen. Because if it didn't, it wouldn't happen. It wasn't supposed to happen. It wouldn't. So that's crazy. You feel me? But yeah. How long was this video? 46 minutes. Half of that half of that was me just sitting there, probably not even talking. Or it was half of it was me saying like, because that's one of the words I need to stop saying. Because I say that too much. Too much. But yeah, though, y'all. That's it for this video, though. That's it for this first episode, first edition of Javi Yaps, where we talked about motherfucking multiverses, reincarnation, karma. You feel me? We talked about different timelines. You feel me? We really got into that. We got into the densities. We got into pretty much everything, man. So I might actually end up uploading this. If y'all end up seeing this, man, y'all better drop that motherfucking like. I'm telling you. If you don't, I'm never uploading again. I'm lying. I'm finna record another video right now. But yeah, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. If y'all did, if y'all watched to the end, man, I appreciate y'all. More videos coming soon. I promise the quality gonna get better. I promise I'm gonna stop saying like. I promise I'm really gonna get better at explaining stuff. Y'all gonna get quality content from now on. Cause I didn't even think I was gonna upload this, but I'm dang near liking it, and I'm not editing it, so y'all seeing it how it is. But yeah, though, y'all, that's the end of this video, though. Drop a comment, drop a like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? This the end of this video. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. On God, y'all appreciate me, cause I appreciate you. Amen.